I got the remedy and the cure.
Hi guys, this is Play It Again. I'm Ginger.
And I am Mike.
And I've been really enjoying our Puscifer journey.
Yes.
For both of us, actually, because this was a relatively recent discovery for me, having been a Tool fan for a very long time, but not exploring the other facets of...
Puscifer, for me, is far and away my favorite Maynard band.
Is it? More so than A Perfect Circle?
Yes.
Oh.
I think
Why is that?
I don't know. I just think I've enjoyed more of the Puscifer songs. Like,
it's a very different vibe.
It really is, yeah. I mean, Perfect Circle is So Long and Thanks for All the Fish, right?
Yes.
Which I absolutely love.
I know.
I really love that one. But I think in terms of sheer odds of hearing a new song by one of those bands or new to me, that I'm going to like it, Puscifer wins out.
It's never going to be Tool for Mike, guys.
No, ma'am.
Just FYI. But that's okay. I love Tool enough for both of us.
She really does.
Okay, but yeah, I feel the same way. Actually, for me, Maynard cannot go wrong. I love all of them so far, as everything I've heard. It was funny because we had a comment recently on one of our reactions. I can't remember for what song it was. And the commenter said, "Oh, interested to see how much Tool you've done on this channel." And I had to reply back and say we've done almost none because I've been such a huge fan for so long. I've literally heard every Tool song invented.
Tough to do a reaction video.
It's true. We have done a couple sort of reactions to Tool, but yeah, it's not high on the list of favorites because everybody likes the reactions to be a first listen, and that's just not possible with Tool. But Puscifer, since I completely neglected for so long, it really has been quite a journey.
And now that pays dividends for everybody.
What's that?
Your neglect now pays dividends for everybody.
So, well, anybody who bothers to watch. Okay, so I picked one called The Remedy. Because I just literally searched Puscifer, and anything that I hadn't already watched, I just like, I know it's all going to be good. I'm just going to pick one.
All right. I'm bringing the remedy, Ginger.
Reese's stitches, trolls receive 86 cents. Stick around if your house broken. Can't hold your shit or your tongue, you gotta go. Should you choose to react like an imposter, you in turn will be treated so. Yes, we're being condescending. Yes, that means we're talking down to you.
What?
With all that racket from your lips are flapping, we assumed you didn't notice. Haters, isolators, no one misses these. Bitches, racist stitches, trolls receive 86 cents. Yes, we're being condescending. Yes, that means we're talking down.
Fox, there's a remedy for that.
I got the remedy and the cure.
So it reminds me of the saying they say about the internet these days, and in particular social media, is it seems to have given courage to people who don't know what it means to get punched in the face.
Yeah, people who would never say it to you in person get
Yeah.
lippy from a
And-
1,000 miles away.
Believe me, guys, okay? I love social media. I love my ex. Okay, I live on X. I have such a huge group of friends on X. But there's also a lot of turds on there.
Mm-hmm.
And you would not believe the shit I take on X. I mean, I don't take shit from anybody. I dish it out pretty good.
But people attempt to fling it at you.
They do try, and I have to honestly say the number of people that legitimately will like try to threaten me. I'm like, dude, do you understand? This red hair is not fake. You're
She
taking
has
your
the
life
remedy.
in your hands, man. But
So
anyway,
let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Maynard is within spitting distance of our age, right? Or
I would think
generation?
so. I think so.
Anyway,
Gen X for sure.
yeah.
I'd be surprised if he's
okay.
not.
Yeah, we're kind of the last generation that remembers actual consequences. Right?
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, like,
Talk
can
like that
you
on the
imagine-
schoolyard. You're getting knocked out.
Can you imagine any of our kids' generation getting punched on the playground? I mean, it happens, but the whole
Yeah.
game has
dynamic is
changed,
so
right? And
different.
it happens so much less.
Yeah.
And there's the 2 generations now, maybe more, just used to running their mouths off without consequence.
Yeah. So, okay, I'll share a personal anecdote along these lines because my eldest son, who is 31,
Not quite.
30? Okay, sorry. I'm so old, I forgot now. Born in 94. So, yeah, okay, 30. So, he had an issue on the playground in middle school with a kid that really did not care about consequences at all. And I tried the new school way, right? Like the way things were going in the school those days. It was a Canadian school, so they're all big on the no bullying thing. So I tried that way where we informed the school, and the school did a little contract with the little bully, and none of that worked at all. And finally I said to my son, I said, the next time that kid tries to pick on you, I said, knock him down and don't stop until he stays down. And I told the principal that I told him that, and he said, oh, you can't do that. I said, if my son has to defend himself in the playground because you guys aren't helping him, and he ends up knocking that kid out, don't call me. Don't call me. I don't want your phone calls complaining. I don't want him being suspended. I don't want to have to come and get him. We've tried everything, and this kid isn't going to listen until he gets his fist in the face. And sadly, that's where I had to be. Lucky for my son, it happened off the playground. The funny thing was, the principal called me so that he could talk to me about it because he was concerned about that. I said, listen, you told me if it happens off the playground, there's nothing you can do, so why are you calling me?
Right? Bugger off,
Yeah.
useless eunuch.
And I hung up on him because that's where it has to go. And I mean, our youngest son, or my youngest son, I had a similar issue, and he was in grade school, and I went to the cops and I said, listen, I know you can't do anything about it because the kid's like 10. I said, but if you could go to this kid's house and at least just show up there, what I want is for his parents to experience having the cops on the doorstep and see if maybe that changes something. And sure enough, that did too.
Go figure,
Sometimes
right?
you have to.
An absence of consequences is an absence of feedback,
Indeed.
and there's no way to correct without them. So
It's true. And the alternative was me showing up on the doorstep, and that was going to be way worse, trust me. So anyway, okay. Aside from our personal anecdotes,
but Maynard understands the world the way we do.
it's really
apparently.
funny how much he does, right? Like he's
So many
he's
lines
a
I relate
regular
to.
guest on Joe Rogan. I'm a huge Joe Rogan junkie, guys. And I've heard him talk a lot about these kinds of things. He really does get us in our generation for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I've watched his series on YouTube, The Art of Work. Guys, if you haven't watched it, I absolutely recommend. It's amazing about his vineyard. But all of these things, right? Like he's tapped in a way. And the funny thing about any of his music, And that goes for Tool, Pucifer, Perfect Circle, all of it. Any of his music, I notice, has a special kind of introspection to it, right? Like I think one of the things that compels me the most about Tool music in particular, but anything Maynard, is I always find an aspect within it that helps me explore one piece of my shadow, right, while I'm listening to it. He has this kind of almost like a surreal, otherworldly way of kind of pinpointing focus into a certain subject or topic and helping you kind of peel the layers back. At least that's my experience. I've spoken to other people that feel the same way. I don't know what it is about him that he just has a way of kind of distilling things down that way.
It makes you feel like
compelling.
he's really thought about it, right? So when he starts singing about trolls and bitches, it's
Yeah.
like, you know what? I'm not the only one seeing this.
Yeah, it's not just flippant, right?
Maynard
Like
sees it and he's thought about it.
Yeah, it's true. It's fascinating, actually. It's one of the biggest reasons that I'm such a huge fan.
And we haven't even really touched much on the music, if at all. That song sounded great.
Oh, it was fabulous, right? Okay, so remind me again. Her name is Karina?
I think
I'm
that's
sorry,
right.
you guys. You guys have told us, and I have the worst memory. And we had several people suggest things that she did on her own. I do intend to get to them because I love her voice. But I do have to be honest. The exquisite layering of their two voices together is just unparalleled.
It would just kind of
for-
feel lacking without Maynard with her.
I don't
maybe.
know. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
We're going to try one of her original, like her
Other stuff.
solo stuff or whatever, so we could hear the difference. But it's really difficult to believe that it would be possible for it to be better than it is with the two of them together. She has this incredible kind of, I don't know, it's an ethereal quality to her voice.
It's really good.
Yeah, I really can't even. I think I already said plenty, but I struggle sometimes with the words, especially when it's so evocative, right? Like the music and the lyrics really are. I feel like I need to listen to it 5 more times to get all the lyrics, but I caught quite a few.
I have no issue with listening to that song repeatedly.
You know what the funny thing is, guys? Okay, so lots of times we get shade from our viewers because we listen to the music so intently we really don't usually pay attention to the lyrics, and we end up missing sometimes important aspects of the song because we're immersed. But that never happens with a Maynard song. I'm almost like completely attuned to focusing almost exclusively on the lyrics half the time because I know there's so much gold in there. I can't turn it off. So, yeah,
That was a delight.
It really was. For those of you who have lasted through all of this rambling of mine, yeah, that really was fabulous. I haven't been disappointed yet. I can't even lie. It's a tight race now. Pucifer might be overtaking Tool as my favorite band. And I can't even tell you how weird that feels because Tool's been my favorite band for at least 20 years.
As long as I've known you.
My God. So, yeah, that was fabulous, though. Ooh, that was my remedy. Now I feel like I need to punch some bitches in the face.
Let's go out hunting bitches.
Well, I got my phone right
There's
here.
always some around,
I
Ginger.
picked on Andrew Tate today, so I figure I got a few bitches to punch in the comments today. We'll see.
We'll see.
In the meantime, you just play that again.